Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, on the Bitcoin chart, we can identify still a bullish structure. Support levels are holding. We don't really have any change to the wave pattern, only here on the micro level, a small change, even though there wasn't any invalidation. But yeah, we want to talk about this. I've reconfigured this to another 1-2 setup that we see here, already communicated that earlier today on Discord. So let's take a look at the overall pattern. I mean, I'm only going to take a look at the shorter time frame. Larger time frame was discussed earlier today, and it was already mentioned on the daily time frame, which pattern we're dealing with. We have two scenarios here. They're both bullish, one in blue, the other one in yellow. Yellow is short-term bearish though, okay? Whereas the blue count is short-term bullish. But they are both overall bullish, and yeah, I mean, the question is just, does the market need a deeper wave 2 correction before a third wave rally starts? Or, are we just working here on an aggressive so-called 1-2-1-2 setup? Overall, not much happened. We are holding above even the upper support area, all right? So we have two support areas. The short-term bearish count, maybe let's start with that. That's currently seen as the alternative perspective. And it would require a break, first of all, below really that upper micro support around 101,600 and then the 99,100 level to more clearly shift the focus towards the yellow scenario, and then shift also together with that the focus to the lower support region, which is defined between 92,626 and 97,260. So this is a scenario where we say we have a larger 5-wave move up, which topped on Friday, the 17th of January. And we have an A wave, an overshooting B wave, and somehow it's going to work on a C wave down. Could also be a WXY structure. Not so important. The important aspect here is that the price needs to hold above the 78.6 retracement of that rally. And that's the level, the lower boundary of the lower support area between 92,626 and 97,260. So we don't want to see in the yellow count, in the short-term bearish count, but still bullish count, we don't want to see a break below 92,626, right? Any break below that level would open the door to a more bearish scenario. So this is the pivot. It's always important to understand what are the levels, when do we change our opinion? And this would be the level, because the current thesis is that a larger degree correction, a fourth wave of a larger wave degree, indeed bottomed here on the 13th of January, right? That's the idea. And based on that, we developed these two bullish short-term scenarios. That's the idea, okay? So the main question is the market okay with just a shallow correction, or do we need a bit of a deeper correction? Now let's zoom in further. Now let's talk about the bullish count, short-term bullish. In this count, we want the market to hold 99,100. Talked about this scenario before. It's a 1-2-1-2 setup, which means the wave 1 is typically indicating in which direction is the trend, in this case up. The wave 2 is a corrective pullback, okay? Then we have the next wave 1. It's just waves within waves, okay? This is all based on the concept of patterns within patterns. You have, for example, after a wave 2 bottomed, you have a third wave, which is up here, but the third wave itself is a 5-wave move. So I've got a wave 1, I've got a wave 2, okay? And in this scenario, which is more aggressively bullish, the 99,100 level should hold. And then in the very short term, we could even say that this move up from the 21st of January low, from the Tuesday low, is also a 5-wave move up, just on the micro level. And then we have a 3-wave pullback here. Now, in the previous updates I shared with you, yeah, this is already a 5-wave move. I preferred one more high just for more clarity. But okay, it didn't give me that one. So I already, like hours ago, made that change here on our chart that this is likely. I mean, if it's bullish, this is another 1-2 setup. 101,604 is key support here. As long as that level is holding, I see this here as a potential direct breakout attempt. I already shared just now on Discord. I mean, it's possible the low is in. but then this is not very probable yet. I need to see a little bit more upside momentum. This is a potential micro 5-wave pattern from the downside to the upside. So again, on the nano level, not probable at all, right? Just reporting what I see here. But it takes a break now above these previous highs, especially 105,630, to indicate the move up is starting. And best would be a break above 107,250 to indicate that further. So these are all the support levels we're watching. And here, particularly, I'm exploring the idea whether even here on the 21st of January, that was also a substantial low in a wave 2, and we're now moving up towards 113K next. But even if we don't and dip back into that area between 99K and 102,570, I would honestly, this is just noise. Maybe we can just make them overlap a little bit less. This is just noise. I mean, even if we do, don't ignore the overall pattern, the underlying pattern, right? Whether we've really bottomed here on Tuesday, even if not, it would not rule out the blue count. Okay, so the underlying pattern would still be valid. And that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. And before I forget, you guys voted on the weekend for me to create an update about Litecoin, a video update, and I uploaded that today on X, on Twitter, formerly Twitter. So that's uploaded. You can check that out. It's a Litecoin analysis update. I know a lot of you guys asked me in the YouTube comments as well. Well, it's there on X. You can find the link to our X profile in the video description. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.